Hi guys. So for this beautiful pants, let's get right into it. I started first by making a base for my waistline. So we're just gonna start by doing that. It's a very simple tutorial. It's very simple. I didn't struggle. I think the only thing that happened here is that I went a bit smaller on my measurements. I did not consider that this is not a stretchy material. So we're going to start with our hip point. My hip point is at a 9, and that is what we are marking right there. Then after that, we are going to make a line. We're just going to make a straight line. These lines are going to help us do those marks, especially for the crouch area. So I'm just labeling it there that it's the hip. To get what we're gonna get next is our crouch. So to get the crouch, you have to sit down in a chair, straight chair, like a 90 degrees, and then you take your measuring tape. Then you measure from your navel area on the side, okay, down to the seat, down to where your yeah, to the seat. So that is what you're gonna get. I got a 12, and I have marked it down, and that's it. I could not believe just how beautiful this pants came out. I doubt that I will be buying most of my pens. I think it will be best just to make one for myself. I'm actually now considering making a jean for myself. Like it's that simple. Okay, so now what we're gonna get next is our knee length. Let's get our knee length. My knee length is a 24. You know what I'm going to do, you guys? I think to cut this video short, this demonstration is going to work for both the front and the back. Currently, I'm working with the back piece. There's a slight difference between the back piece and the front piece. So I'm going to try and just, add in all the information as I am doing this so that I cater even for the back piece. This fabric is in a fold. You need to remember that it's in a fold. So when I will be cutting, I will be cutting both pieces of the back. Am I making sense? Remember, a pants, unless if you did not make a fold that you're gonna cut on all sides, it will cover both the front and the back. For instance, when I was making pajamas, so this one, it's not gonna be a fold as in a fold. It's folded, but it will be cut in all sides, meaning both pieces will only be for the back side. The other piece will be for the other leg, and the other one will be for the other leg. Then we're gonna do the pieces for the front. But the only difference, okay, there I'm measuring our length. Okay? So this will depend on your height. I have measured my length there, guys. It's a very simple tutorial. Don't let it intimidate you, especially when you look at how nice that pants is. I have measured just about like 5 lines. It's the hip, it's the crouch, it's your knee area, and then that's the length. That's like 4 if we don't consider the waist point. So what I'm doing now there, I am taking out 1 inch. I'm measuring out 1 inch. This 1 inch, it's gonna go all the way down. I actually decided to switch it and put it on this side for your convenience so that you can see. Okay, so you guys, we're gonna measure this 1 inch all the way down. It's gonna help us. So this is gonna be the outer part of our pants, meaning it's gonna be on the curve sides, not on the crouch side. That is where you're gonna put in this 1 inch. And the reason we're doing this, it's so that we can accommodate our curves. You guys, we need to accommodate our curves. Although it is a straight line for now, as we go along, you will see what are we going to do to extend it so that it gives us the curves. All right, so now what I did right there, I started measuring from that 1 inch vertical line that we just measured. I started from the 1 inch. On the waist point, I measured my waist. My waist, it's the circumference, and you divide the circumference by 4. Then I made a line there, and then I took that line and just made a straight line to the line that you are seeing there. So what I did, I'm extending that line. So that line, I took it from the waist point, straight line down to the crouch area. Then from the crouch area, I extended by 3 inches and made a line there. And then I made a vertical line or a vertical pointer of 2.5. So I'm just combining those 2 points as a 2.5, where I am starting going down to the extension of that 3 inches that I made on the crouch area. Remember, this line is informed by our starting point there at the waist point, which is the waist circumference divided by 4. Then you take that straight line down to the crouch area, you extend it by 3 inches. Thereafter, you take on the same 90 degrees, you go up by 2.5. Okay, so there, guys, we are measuring our knee circumference. We divide it by 2. Then we add 1 inch for seam allowance. The difference between the back piece and the front piece is that for the front piece, we are not going to add the seam allowances. So because we want this to be opened at the bottom, standardize it at 10. You can go wider than 10 if you want, but 10 will give you that nice opening which you see on my pants. So because we are now dealing with the back piece, that's why we are adding the seam allowances. If you can observe your pants, most of them, they would have a bigger extension of the front piece, let me say of the back piece too, when you compare it to the front piece. This is because the front piece don't normally have the seam allowances. So now, ooh, my voice it's running away. So now, you guys, what I have not added when I did the waist measurements is 1 inch for the dot. Ne? I have not added the 1 inch for the dot. What I am doing now is I am combining my waist point without having added the dot. You understand, you guys? So you will see as we go along that I'm going to add a dot. Then I'm gonna just extend that line by 1 inch. Okay. You see. So now I'm just gonna add 1 inch, and then that's it. I want to tell you, I want to summarize the difference, because what you're gonna do to get the front pieces is this exact same process, you guys. The exact same process. The only difference between the two pieces is for that crouch extension, the crouch extension where you may have extended by 3 on the crouch, you are just going to extend by 2.5. And then the vertical one, you will still remain at a 2.5. So it's going to be a 2.5 by 2.5 on the crouch area. Okay. And then Okay, yes, that is it. So now we are just combining the pointers by making some straight lines. So we're taking it from the crotch to the knee point, then from the knee point we're taking it all the way to the bottom. Do you remember the 1 inch that we spoke about at the beginning? So we are making a curvy line from the crotch area all the way to the waist area, to the waist point. So making this is going to accommodate our bodies, guys. You know how our bodies are shaped as women, because I'm making a lady's pants. So this will also accommodate if one has a bigger backside. So this is what this is intended for. You make it curvy like that. I can tell you this assisted me a whole lot in shaping my body. So that's that. We're gonna go ahead and cut this out now. So guys, I went through the same process to cut the front piece. This is the front piece. I just added that dot. That is what you see, the marks on the waist point. It's 1 inch dot, which it's 4 inches long. Okay, so it's 1 by 4. Now I will show you the difference also between the front piece, which is what we are having right now, and the back piece, the one which we started with. Okay, so this is the front piece. Can you see how short the crotch area is? That is the difference. We're gonna make a stitch right there from the waist point all the way into the crotch area. This is our back piece. It has a crotch area of the 3 inches extension. That is the difference. Can you see that? Can you see that there's that clear difference of how long the crotch area is for the back piece? Next, we are going to make the waistband. So I just took the same fabric. I'm going to cut it into the length of my waist, which is 28. So because this is a smaller piece, I'm gonna make 2 of this. So I'm gonna cut it into measurement of 5 inches. I'm gonna make it like 5 inches in depth, and the length is gonna be the length of my waist circumference. So the 5 inches will be stitched in a fold to make the band. So after cutting it, I realized that it is too long, so I just went in to cut it a little bit again. So there, what I'm gonna be using is 20 inches. That fabric is in a fold, so it's 20 inches. Then I will be folding it like this. Obviously we're gonna sew it in with outside on the wrong side. Then we're gonna flip it over to the right side and give it a nice iron press, and then so we're gonna combine it like so to make it one belt or band, and then we're gonna put that on our pants. This is the zipper that we're going to use. We're gonna put it on the side. I'm done, guys. This is the end result. It looks so beautiful. I'm super happy about it. Guys, if you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. Click on that notification bell so that you can be notified when I post some new material every week. Thank you for watching. Share, like. Thank you.